On the next dialogue, we'll be asking some of the biggest questions we've ever asked. Hi, I'm Jim Doti.
And I'm Kristina Dodge.
And welcome to Dialogue. Let's begin with, what is consciousness?
That which cannot be imagined, but without which there is no imagination.
Going out to the Academy Awards, could you share that story with us?
Yes, absolutely. I was very excited. I was going to the Academy Awards, and I think it was The English Patient was their movie that year, and I was very excited. He just looked at me and just said, "What the hell do you think you're wearing?"
How did this legacy project, explain what that is?
The whole purpose of this is to encourage veterans and troops to preserve their war letters. And the more I talk with people about this, I discovered that, these are men and women who had served in, some of the most important campaigns in our history.
And then that led to this play that you wrote.
Right, exactly. I felt that the journey around the world to these 35 different countries in some ways was the story.
Your book has been widely reviewed. What has been most controversial about it?
One of the major ones is what you might call the nativists, the people who are very upset that the United States is becoming more of a multiracial country.
She became known as the Candy Bomber.
Yeah. So I just told him, come back the next day, stand between the bombed out buildings, barbed wire fence, come over your head about 100 feet. I'm going to check enough chocolate out for all of you if you'll do what? Share it.
You have a long association, you and your family.
Yes.
Your father
yes.
met the Dalai Lama and you were just a young boy.
Yes.
And you were actually close friends with the Dalai Lama.
Yes, very lucky, because my father, as Jim was saying, met the Dalai Lama as soon as he came out into the outside world in 1960. So his first year in exile, after leaving Tibet, my father sailed back from England to India to meet the Dalai Lama. 23 years ago, he was wearing a yellow shirt.
Oh my gosh.
And if you think of how many people the Dalai Lama meets every day, so he, every time I see him, he remembers that one of the very first people to come and seek him out as he arrived in exile was my father, and so he always honors that old
There was a sort of a
friendship.
bonding maybe that took place.
You gave an absolutely amazing lecture this week. Could you explain why memory is so important, and in particular how the Holocaust relates to that?
First of all, what would life be without memory? What would culture be without memory? And what would civilization be without memory?
Join Kristina Dodge and me on the next dialogue.